Hey everyone, welcome back. If you are working on Apache Beam locally, then the next step will be to run the same pipelines written in the Apache Beam onto the Google Cloud infrastructure, that is the Google Cloud's Dataflow. So this is what exactly I will be showing you how to do that in this video. So basically, we will be building a simple pipeline by using Apache Beam Python, but instead of running the pipeline into my local machine, I will be deploying the same pipeline onto the Google Cloud infrastructure, that is on Google Cloud's Dataflow, and your actual pipeline will be run on the Dataflow itself. It means we will write the code, we will script the code by using Python or by using the Apache Beam locally, but we will deploy the same thing onto the Google Cloud infrastructure. Let's the Dataflow run this show or the pipeline. So as a part of this, what we are doing is, first we will upload a CSV file from our local computer to the Google Cloud storage, and then the Dataflow job will pick that CSV file and apply some transformation on the data, and finally push the transformed data or the refined data onto the Google Cloud's BigQuery. So this is the journey, guys. Right? So at the end of this video, I'm 100% sure that you will come to know how the real things works. I mean, how the things works in real-time projects, and you will be 100% confident like how to deploy the things from your local, or how to push the things from your local computer or the laptop onto the Google Cloud's infrastructure, that is Dataflow. So excited to learn. So let's start this video. Alright, so let's begin with building the pipeline by using Apache Beam. Then we are going to deploy the same pipeline into the Google Cloud's Dataflow. So before we start, these are a few quick prerequisites that we must need to set it up. Right? So first is a Google Cloud storage bucket, and we must have a BigQuery dataset and a table with columns that I have mentioned here, like customer ID, customer name, and amount. So it's up to you. You can come up with your own table, but as a part of demonstration, I am using this table and these many columns. Right? And the Dataflow API must be enabled in your project. The last prerequisite is we need to install these three libraries, guys. That is Apache Beam, and then Google Cloud Storage and BigQuery. These must be installed before we jump into the actual coding. So don't worry, I'm not covering these topics in detail in this video, just to keep it short. So if you need help with this setup, I will cover it in a separate video. Right? So now let's jump into building the actual pipeline. Right, so now it's time to just start scripting the code. Right, so let's create a new Python file from this into this project directory. I can say local to dataflow.py. Perfect. So let me just maximize this so that you can see it clearly. Okay. Right, so the first thing what we need to do is we need to import the required libraries which we have installed, right? Like pip install, Apache Beam, storage, BigQuery, right? So we just need to import them here. This must be the first step. I can say import import Apache Beam as Beam, then from Apache Beam dot options dot pipeline options, I need to import two things: pipeline options and setup options. No logic, just remember it and that's it. And from Google Cloud import storage, because we need to interact with storage. Perfect. Right, so now I need to have set variables like we discussed before. Right, so I'll go to Notepad. I have just created some of the variables which are very simple, and these are all straightforward. Okay, so let me just put it here so that I can discuss Okay, so project ID, we know we got our project ID, and we have copied the bucket name while creating. It's a bucket name, and the local file. Yeah, so this is very important. So this is my local file, customers.csv, and this is what I need to upload to Google Cloud Storage first, and then I need to push this to, I need to apply some transformation on this particular data, and I will just load it to BigQuery table which we have created, right? So this is my customers.csv. Okay, it is my local file, right? So in my case, I have kept this input data in the current directory of project. It could be C drive, D drive, anywhere, like depends upon your project, right? So the GCS input path, it means that I need to go to this bucket name we have created. Inside this bucket, create a directory. The name of the directory is input. You can give any name and just create data.csv. All right, so ultimately this customers.csv will be renamed to data.csv. You can give any name here, it's not mandatory. It's almost like that, okay, just for your easy keeping, guys, right? So this is input directory. Perfect. Now we need to give the temporary path. Okay, so I should go to bucket name. These are all automatically created, guys. What we need to create is only bucket name, that's it. And then it will create a temporary directory, right? And staging path, this is very important. It means that here we have a bucket and staging directory. It means that whatever the code we execute, we write will not be directly deployed to the Google Cloud's data flow. First, it will be landed in this staging path. From there, this code will be picked up, and this is how internally it works. Staging means your code, whatever you write, will be staged there. From there, the data flow will pick your code, right? And we have the BigQuery table. It means that I need to go to project ID, which we have created here, which we have already. And then what is my dataset name? Local dataset. Where is that? No, I need to give here. Okay, so it's my local dataset and the local data flow table. Where is this? It's here, right, guys? See, this local data flow set and local data flow table. Perfect. And this is my service account, and this is very important because through this only we can able to communicate with all the services like Google Cloud Storage to data flow, from data flow to Google Cloud BigQuery. So how to get that, right? So let's go to service account, and here you can see this is my project number, in project number hyphen compute @ so this is always our service account. You just copy this and put it over here, right? So that's all as per the setting up the variable is concerned. So we are all set with all the prerequisite and variable. So now let's go to step number 1. And step number 1 is we need to first upload the data to Google Cloud Storage. That is customers.csv. I need to push it to Google Cloud Storage. Just write a method name. You can create a method. It's a best practices and not mandatory, right? Upload to, you can give any name, GCS or Google Cloud Storage. From here I need to say storage, this object, this one. From storage I need to create a client object first. Okay, through this client I can be able to communicate. Okay, client. Through this client I will be reaching to Google Cloud's bucket, and this is my bucket name, right, which we have already given, this one. So this will return me a bucket, right? So we have reached till bucket here, guys. Now from this bucket I need to create a blob object. Okay, and here we need to give this particular path, input data.cs. I will tell you what will happen here. Basically, a new box is created inside the input directory and the name of the empty box is data.csv. We have not put any data, it's just an empty box, and the name of the box is data.csv. Now it will return a blob object. You can give any name here. Now comes the important part, right? Through this blob, I will say upload from file name. Okay, we should not put upload from file, upload from file name. Where is my file? Something here. Yes, local file. Right? So that's it. Now I can say print optional file upload success, something like this. You can give any name here. I think this makes sense, right? So first thing is upload to Google Cloud Storage. Through storage I reach the client, from client I reach bucket, from bucket I have created an empty box in this directory and the name of the box is data.csv. You can give any name. Now from this blob object I will upload the upload from file, means from local this customers.csv will be uploaded in this particular empty box, and there we go. That's it. So we are done with step number 1. Perfect. All right, so next is step number 2, that is we will start creating the pipeline here, right? So before that I will create one more method, say run. You can give any name. So this is my main method. So while running the pipeline, right, the execution should start from this method. You can give any name. Run is like easy to read, right? So when I execute this method, what is the first method I should trigger? So I just want to upload the GCS. This is my first step, right? Like I just want to upload the data to GCS. I mean upload the CSV file to GCS. So I should execute this method first, right? And now it's time to go into the Apache Beam stuff. So far we have just covered, like we have just used the code to upload the data to Google Cloud Storage. Now it's time to actually write the code for Apache Beam. That is, we are creating the code to write the pipeline. So what we can do is, first thing we need to write this options. Okay, so nothing much here. I have just copied it. See, options are nothing but, so we have to create an object of pipeline options. It is over here, this pipeline option. So basically what this tells is, it means that I want to tell Dataflow, whenever you run a Dataflow job, consider these points. It means that my runner is Dataflow runner. It means that I don't want to run this code in my local. I want to run it on the Dataflow. So what is my project? Project is project ID, which we have declared as a part of variable, and where exactly you are telling the Dataflow job to run. So I can give the region as US Central 1. You can give any region up to your choice. And we have the temp location, means where you want to store the temporary files, right? So I think we have here also temp path, right? Now the interview question here is why we need temp location and staging location. So what happens is, when Dataflow is running the job, it uses some intermediary data. I mean, it creates some staging, not staging, it creates some intermediary data, right? And that data has to be stored somewhere, right? It's just like some ingredients which you are just storing nearby your cooking area. That's it, nothing much. And the staging location is the staging path, which we have already given. So staging path means that we are staging this entire code into one location. From there, the Google Cloud Dataflow job will pick our code. And what would be your job name? It is local Dataflow job 1. So you can give any name, it's up to you, right? And this is the service account email. We have already created it as a part of variable. So basically here there is no logic. This is just like one kind of, you are telling the data flow that consider this while running the show, right? As simple as that. Perfect. Now very important piece of code here. We have options. I will tell you what exactly this will happen. Option dot view as a setup options dot save main session equal to true. Save main session true. Make sense? So I will tell you what exactly the thing will happen here, right? So it means that this is my options.view as. This piece of code will tell the data flow that I have given you all the resources. Resource here is I have given you all the code. Okay, I have not left with any single piece of line of code or something. So consider this entire thing as my complete code and run. Okay, so no main logic here. It is just a kind of configuration setup also, you can say. Okay, so with this line of code, you are telling data flow that, boss, whatever the code written in this file is full code, and please consider this code which has got all the dependencies, libraries, everything you have, and run this code for me, right? So this is the meaning of this particular line, guys. All right, now we have done with the settings for the pipeline options, right? Next thing is we will start writing our pipeline code here, right? So far we have these lines of code. We have just mentioned some of the configurations which we are asking our data flow service to refer with. But now it's time to write the actual pipeline, guys. So we should start with beam dot pipeline, not options. I don't know why it's not coming. Okay, with beam dot pipeline, here we have to pass options equal to which options? Options equal to this options. Okay, so we are telling data flow or the beam pipeline that while running, consider these options for me, right? And you can just give alias as p or any name you want, that doesn't matter, guys, right? Now I will write something like this. So this is a standard way of writing the pipeline. Let's start with p. Okay, then I will write this symbol here. It's a pipeline symbol. So what is the first thing I need to do here? I need to read data from where? From bucket, that is Google Cloud Storage. You can give any name here, right? What exactly I want to do? Beam dot io dot read from text, right? All right, now what exactly the arguments this takes is, what we should pass here, we need to pass GCS input path, and we want to tell the pipeline as skip header lines equal to 1. So let me just give you a quick brief what's happening here. Skip header lines equal to 1. It means that if I have a CS file, I want to ignore the column names. I don't want to process that. That's it. And this is my GCS input path, means from this path, where is that? Yeah, just start reading the data from this input file in Google Cloud Storage. And we have the standard method. It means from P, start from here. First means step is read data from Google Cloud Storage, and this is the thing we need to write, guys. right? So next is my transformation step. This is absolutely important, right? So what I'm doing is I want to, you can give any transformation, right? It's up to you. Okay, so I can say that I want to split, sorry, this is not transformation, we are just splitting the line by using map. Split CSV row. Okay, so I will tell what exactly happens here. What we'll do is beam dot map. We have to use the map function with lambda of x for all the values split x dot suggestions. Oh, strange. Okay, split like this. Okay, so what's happening is, let me go to my this file here. Okay, now what happens is, with this particular lambda function, it will split this line one by one. It will give me the list of these four things. Okay, I will get the four lists, guys, right? It means the output is something like this. One, okay, something like this. Okay, so I am not getting the syntax here. So next is like this. Okay, so I need to give single quotes, but just for safekeeping I am just telling it. So the output would be like this when we use the split method. Okay, just delete me and save this, guys. All right, so next step is the transformation step. So transformation, so here what we are doing is, we are where is that CSV file? It's okay, so we are converting the name to uppercase, all the name to uppercase, guys. So this is what a simple transformations, because there is a lot of things to do here, but for demonstration I am just telling you a simple transformation. So how to write the transformation? So let's start our pipeline here. I mean the step of the pipeline. I can say that transform data, you can give any name, say to uppercase, you can give any name, right? Okay, so now beam dot map. Okay, here this is bit interesting. Okay, is that okay? Beam dot map, I am always using lambda function, mb lambda of x. I want to return the dictionary here, guys. So how I should write? Something like this. For customer ID, what I wanted to do, okay, x of 0. I will tell what exactly it is. Sorry, I should give this in quotes. I missed it. Okay, x of 0. Okay, now I have the name, right? I can write customer name. You can write anything here for your reference. This is important, guys. So x of 1, I need to make it upper, right? Okay, so I will tell what exactly it's happening. Amount, I just want to keep it as is. Okay, so now here we are converting each element into a dictionary. So this is x of 0, this is x of 1, and this is x of 2, right? So if you look at the code, customer ID x of 0, so this is first one. I don't want to do any transformation, but for this item, that is x of 1, the index is 1, right? So this is index 0, this is index 1. For this particular element, I want to convert into uppercase. Okay, and then amount x of 2, there is no transformation for x of 0 and x of 1, and for x of 1, that is name, I just want to convert that into uppercase. So this will happen with this row, this list and all the list basically. I hope you got that right. So this is how we should transform. Not a very what strict rule. You can apply transformation based on your logic, but I want to keep the things as simple as possible, guys. All right, so we have transformed our data. Now the same transformation we need to push or sync it to a BigQuery, guys, right? So this is our last step in this pipeline. So I can just comment out saying BigQuery sync, or just sync the data to BigQuery, or write the data to BigQuery, right? So how to do that? Let's start our step here, something like this. You can give any name, write to BigQuery, right? So I have beam.io dot write to BigQuery. Here it is. Simple. Everything is ready-made. Okay, so you don't need to remember anything. It's everything is ready-made. See, if I just write to, you will get this particular stuff. So this, for this I need to pass table equal to, what is my table name? We have already given this, right? BQ table. See, we have just given here as a part of variables, right? Okay, so this is my BigQuery table, and this part is absolutely important, guys. So we need to provide the schema here. Schema equal to customer ID. Okay, and this is in a form of string, right? Perfect. Then customer name, sorry, this would be in a form of double quotes. Okay, hey, no, I should not write like, I should write like this. Okay, so comma customer name, this is also string, and amount, this is also string. So this is my table schema. So we have the customer ID here, this will be in a string, customer name string, amount string. Okay, so out of so it means that I want the columns, same column name which we have transformed the data, right? So we need to provide table, and then we need to provide schema, and next is what exactly I want to do here. We are telling beam that, where is beam? Okay, we are telling beam dot io dot, where is that, beam dot io, I think I should write beam dot io dot BigQuery disposition. Is the spelling correct? disposition. Okay, dot write append. Okay, and save this in write disposition equal to. Okay, I need to put comma here, guys, and also next to this. I think this makes sense now. Okay, so this is the fourth step in the pipeline where we are writing to BigQuery. Table name is BigQuery table, and this is my schema, right? So this is my schema which is already present in while creating the table from BigQuery GUI, which we have created as a part of prerequisites. And write disposition equal to, we need to write this to this table with write append. It means that whenever I run the same code again and again, the data should be appended to the existing table. there are so many other operations as well, but just for as a beginner's perspective, I have just written the write append, right? So this is step number, I think, 2. And now step number 3 is all about running the code, guys. Okay, so how to run the code? There is a standard if underscore name double equal to underscore main, then I want to run my method. Okay, so what will happen? The execution will start from this condition. First, it will trigger the run method, guys. So where is my run method? Run method is here. Once this method is triggered, first it will trigger upload to GCS. It means we are uploading the file to Google Cloud Storage, and then it just start executing the pipeline, guys. Right, so that's all about the code. I will just push, I will just you can get the code from the GitHub repository, which I'm going to paste in the description, so that you can go you can refer it for your practice. Okay, so now let's execute the code and see the results. So for the very first time, when you try to execute the code, we should write a command in the terminal. It means we should go here, terminal, and a new terminal, so that you can see this terminal, guys. Okay, so first we should write this command. It means gcloud auth application default login, right? So through this command, we will be connecting to the Google Cloud platform through our normal user credentials, like that is the Gmail account which you have created to connect to the Google Cloud, or while opening an account in the Google Cloud, right? So if I click on enter or hit enter, okay, so the system will launch the Google Cloud console, and it will ask me to select the username. So whatever the username I select over here, so that will be my connection. So you can see that it has automatically launched the browser. Then I will just select this, your cloud trek, and let's click on continue. Right, so for execution, our step number 1 is done. It means now we are authenticated with the Google Cloud CLI, right? It means that now this machine is successfully connected to Google Cloud, right? Perfect. Now we just need to execute our code. Okay, so let's see where is our code. It's in the projects folder, right? So how can I do that? I will just go here, then yeah, so it means that Python is the default terminal, means the programming language is Python. Go to the projects folder and then execute this Python file. Right now, if I just hit enter, okay, my code will start execute. It will start from run. It will seek where the run method is. The run method is here, right? So first it will trigger this, because when run method is triggered, first method it will trigger upload to Google Cloud Storage. We'll just see the results, guys. Right. All right, you can see file uploaded success. It means that our file has been uploaded successfully to Google Cloud Storage. Now this pipeline will run. You can see all the updates over here, right? Means the code is trying to launch the Dataflow job. I mean, we are just deploying the Dataflow job from my local computer or a laptop, which we have written it in Apache Beam, into the Google Cloud's Dataflow. All right, so now also you can see in Google Cloud's Dataflow here, if yeah, so here is the job. See, the job has been deployed to Dataflow and the status is running. Okay, so this is how we deploy the job from my local to the Google Cloud. The job is running yet. It has not completed. Let me just see how the job looks like in Dataflow. And here you can see the complete pipeline, guys. Right, so yeah, it means it has read, it is reading the data from Google Cloud Storage, and it is splitting the CSV into rows, then it will transform, and ultimately it will write to BigQuery. Right, the job is still running. You can see the status here. Right, all right, now we can see the job got succeeded. See, like this step is succeeded, this is succeeded, everything is success. Now perfect, means all the steps in the pipeline are succeeded. Now let me go to the Google Cloud's BigQuery and let me refresh, I mean the hard refresh the Google Cloud page, so that we can see the changes. Hopefully it must be there. So this is how we must run the data pipeline, guys. So now let me open this. We have already created this table. What we need to check here is whether the data has come successfully or not. All right, so we have this. If I go to preview, see the data has been come, and you can also see that the transformation step is also getting applied here. Right, see the customer name are in all lowercase, but here you can see the customer name has transformed to the uppercase. So this is how the real-time production pipeline work. It means what usually do is in real time, we don't write code in Google Cloud Console, neither we use the UI quite often. This is how we should write the code, and we should push to the data flow. Right, so once this is done, and we can transform the data and load it into BigQuery, guys. So that's all in this video. Hope you like this. So if you really find it helpful, then please do consider subscribing this. Right, thanks for watching. Have a good day and see you soon in the next video, guys. Thank you.